Have you ever felt a deep longing to understand the true nature of our world's destiny? As we navigate through life's complexities, the question of what happens at the end of time often surfaces, pulling at our spiritual curiosity. What if amillennialism, with its symbolic interpretation of the millennium, is missing a vital part of the puzzle? What if the future is more literal and magnificent than we've been led to believe? Let's delve into why the traditional, literal interpretation of the end times provides a more compelling and spiritually enriching perspective. Amillennialism posits that the 1,000-year reign of Christ mentioned in the book of Revelation is merely symbolic, representing Christ's spiritual rule in the hearts of believers rather than a future, tangible reality. But does this view diminish the power and promise of Christ's second coming? For many scholars and believers, this interpretation falls short of the fullness of the biblical narrative, which vividly portrays a time of peace and restoration on earth, a direct contrast to the suffering and turmoil we witness today. Consider the words of Jesus himself, who spoke plainly about his return to establish a kingdom that would not be shaken. This isn't just a metaphor, it's a promise of a new world where justice prevails, and suffering ceases. If we dismiss the literal interpretation of these prophecies, we risk undermining the hope they offer, a hope that has sustained countless believers through the darkest times. The literal view encourages us to look forward to a concrete, transformative event that will change the course of history forever. John Wesley, a renowned theologian and founder of Methodism, championed the idea that Scripture must be taken seriously in its prophetic declarations. Wesley believed that the promises of the Bible are literal, not just figurative ideals. By embracing this perspective, we are invited to live with an expectation that fuels our spiritual growth and deepens our faith. This isn't about fear-mongering or apocalyptic paranoia, it's about preparing our hearts and lives for a future that God has promised, a future that is both beautiful and real. So, where do you stand? Do you see the end times as a mere allegory? Or do you believe in a literal unfolding of God's divine plan? How might a literal interpretation change your approach to faith and spirituality? Engage with us in the comments below and share your thoughts on this profound subject.